वही स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यो दासोऽहं तव केशव शुकरूपा प्रबोधज्ञा सर्वशास्त्रविशारदा एतत् कथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशया वन्दे नन्दव्रजस्त्रीणां पादरेणुम् अभीक्ष्णशः यासां हरिकथोद्गीतं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम्. By the grace of the Lord, on your behalf and my own, we thank all the patrons of Kshatrupasana who have made it possible for us to do the Katha day after day. May all these devotees grow from strength to strength, joy to joy, prosperity to prosperity, and may they continue to do the noble work which they have undertaken. May the Lord's grace be full on them. With this prayer, we fall in tune with the tune with the Lord and sing the Govinda Stotra. Agre kurunam atha pandavanam दुःशासनेना कृतवस्त्रकेशम् कृष्ण तदा क्रोशगणन्यनाथा गोविन्द दामोदर माधवीति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवीति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवीति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति श्री कृष्ण विष्णु मधुकैटभारे भक्तानुकम्पिन् भगवन् मुरारे त्रायत्वमां केशवलोकनाथा गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति 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 विक्रेतु कामा किल गोपकन्या मुरारिपादार्पितचित्तवृत्तिः दध्यादिकं मोहवशात् अवोचत् गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. Everybody can chant this name, many don't. That is the reason for their problems, their negative thoughts, their depression, their chinta, anxiety. Tattum samarthopi navakti kachit aho jananam yasanabhinityam jikhvepi vasvam jikhvepi vasvam जिह्वेऽपि वस्वामृतं एतदेवा गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. My dear devoted listeners, we were halfway through the Gopika Geet, which I call the crown of hymns, the crown of songs. It's the agony of the soul that is searching for the Lord. In the world, we search for so many things. 1 in a million searches for the Lord. and the one in the million are the gopis. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatamupi siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. Yesterday, when I was commenting on this particular shloka, Tava kathamritam Krishna tapta jivanam, how relevant it is to today. Everybody is burning with anxiety about the COVID-19. 2020 has become tapta jivana. Knowingly, unknowingly, in the news, in the newspaper, on the mobile, on the telephone, everybody has tapta jivana. Somebody is affected by COVID, and we are sad. Kavibhiri iditam Krishna kalmashapaham. It is most relevant that we should listen to the Bhagvatam at this time. We should listen to the history of the Lord at this time. It is the Kathamrita. It is the nectar. This is the best vaccine, I feel. This is the only vaccine that can really help us. What other medicine can help us, I don't know, because doctors have controversial views about the medicine that are being discovered. But there is one paramount medicine for all diseases like this, Kathamritam, Krishna, Kathamritam. One who had 7 days to live, and just the seventh day he would die, that Parikshit found this as an Amrita. Then what about us who have many days, many years to live, miles to go before we sleep? Don't you think it's an Amrita for us? Kavibhiri iditam. It has been composed by the sages, not composed by ordinary people. We have so many paperback editions. That is why I say our scriptures are not paperback editions to be thrown away after a journey. No, they have to be preserved for centuries, reverentially to be studied. That is why we are studying. I'm taking all the time that I can in 45 minutes to lay before you the Bhagavatam in as much detail as I can. Yathamati, yathashakti. Kavibhiri iditam Krishna kalmashapaham. There's a kalmasha in us. There's an infection. I'm talking of a spiritual infection of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. That is being cleansed. We don't know. You don't know what is happening when the katha is going on. I also don't know. But somewhere the cleansing is taking place. Sravana mangalam. So much of inauspiciousness around us. But the moment you listen to the Bhagavatam, Sravana mangalam Krishna, the best part is Srimadhatatam, broadcast all over the world. That is why I'm repeating it. We didn't know that one day Bhagavatam would be broadcast all over the world. One of my astrologers told me, you'll be heard all over the world. I said, stop it, why? Don't flatter me. I never knew a day like this would come and I would be heard in different continents simultaneously. That's important. That is important, my dear listeners. Srimadatatam bhuvi grananti Krishna bhurida jana. Management school always talks of self-esteem. For a long time, we preachers suffered from an inferiority complex because everybody said, oh, you are not making money. You are not contributing to national economy, global economy. What are you doing? I said, Shravana Mangalam, Srimadatatam, Bhuvi Granantiye, Bhurida Jana. I have told you again and again and again. As I told my philosophic father, he said, don't worry, child. You give 1 day's food, you satisfy 1 day's hunger. You give 1 month's salary, you satisfy 1 month's hunger. But you give 1 katha a day, you are satisfied a lifetime's hunger. You don't know what you have done. Soul's hunger. The soul is hungry. The simple analogy I give is you have a palace. The palace has everything. But the king in the palace is hungry. That is our soul. The king in the palace is hungry. What is the use of having a beautiful marble palace with a king hungry? That is what we did. And we are thankful to the pandemic, which brought out this, I call it the creativity instinct in us that arose with the pandemic. Sometimes crisis creates the best in us. It does. We don't know how. Shoka can become shloka, as it became in Valmiki's case. It is to eradicate all our sinful reactions, kalmashapaham, and give us all the mangala, Shravana Mangalam, that sorry, some sort of a temporary allergy. I don't know what it is due to. Maybe in and out of AC, this happens. My dear listeners, when I was a child, from the age of 10, I used to go to listen to Antram Dikshtarji. Didn't understand much, but I know something gorgeous was being presented. What it was, I didn't know. But you know, it's something grand. There's no doubt about it. And that made me happy. That made me happy. And today, it is the result of that, listening those hours and hours and hours every vacation that I listen to him, that I'm able to re-present to you the Bhagavatam. Prahasitam priya Krishna premamam vikshanam viharanam chate Krishna dhyana mangalam rahasi samvido Krishna yaradisprashaha kuhakano mana Krishna kshobhayanti. When you think of the Lord, you think of all aspects of his personality. We remember your smiles, Prahasitam, Priya, he is the beloved. Prema Vikshanam, your lovely glances. And then Viharanam, you played with us. Te Krishna Dhyana Mangalam. Again and again and again, I've been reiterating. The gopis never forget that he is God. Sweet smiles, loving glance, pastimes, all this is sensuous. But in one moment, from the sensuous, you rise to the supra-sensuous, Dhyana Mangalam. When you talk about a parama, when you talk about a lover, you can call his smiles, loving glances, pastimes beautiful, titillating. But then you say, you don't meditate on your lover, do you? No. You think of him, that is all. Dhyana Mangalam. It is Krishna, Narayana. You are the master of the world. That we know. To think of you itself is purifying. Rahasi samvido Krishna yaradisprashaha. When you met us alone in secret places, you spoke words which were heart-touching. Hridisprashaha. We knew you are our best well-wisher. Kuhakano mana Krishna Shobhayanti. When we remember all that, we are sad. Where are you gone? And then we think of you. Day in and day out, they are reenacting his schedule, Krishna's schedule. The whole of Vrindavan had only one center of attraction. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. His pastimes, his looks, his music, his dance, his flute, his cows, his grazing, nothing else. Of Krishna, by Krishna, for Krishna. Whenever they met, Machitta, Madgata Prana Bodhaya, do you know that he goes this way? Do you know this is what he was wearing? Do you know this is how he smiled? Everybody is talking only about Krishna. If that is so, naturally, it is a Krishna-charged atmosphere. Vrindavan was charged with Krishna. Chalasiyat Vrajat Krishna Charayan Pashun. I'm always thinking of Govind Devji as the royal cowherd of Jaipur, where he goes grazing cattle. Govind gaiya charane gayi to गोपियां आंख बिछा बैठी सुंदर श्याम के दर्श बिना तो सुंदर राधा यूं रूठी के गोपी बोले गोविंदा ग्वाल बोले गोपाला. Krishna is going grazing cattle, and Mother Radha is angry because she has to wait till the evening. So all the gopis and all the gopas are saying, Govinda, Govinda, come back. Govinda is one who looks after the cows. Chalasiyat Vrajat Krishna Charayan Pashun Nalina Sundaram Krishna Nathate Padam. In all the temples that we visit, whether we like it or not, our eyes will go. Of course, you'll see the crown of the Lord, you'll see the Makutam, everything, but then your eyes will concentrate on the foot because you want to belong to the feet. Sharanau Prapadye. Nalina Sundaram Krishna Nathati Padam. Your feet are so soft, Krishna. We feel sad that you're walking barefoot in the forest, grazing cattle. Your feet must be hurt Shilatrunankurai Krishna Sidati Tinaha Kalilatam Mana Krishna Kantagachati. Oh beloved one, we are sad that your feet are being pricked by the harsh grass, and the corn there, all the stubbles in the meadows, all that is hurting you. Sometimes it hurts, Try to walk in the field barefoot, it'll hurt. This is called empathy. They are feeling with the Lord. Master, your feet are so gentle. We don't know. We are disturbed with the thought that your feet, which are soft like a lotus, how you must be hurt with the grass that is growing, the husk that is growing. Dina parikshaye Krishna. So much of love. So much of love they have for him, that they live every moment with him. Dina parikshaye Krishna Neelakuntalai Vanaruhananam Krishna Bibhratavritam Ghanarajaswalam Krishna Darshayan Muhu Manasina Smaram Krishna Virayachasi. You arouse desire in our hearts, that love for you, that reverence for you, that great respect and that admiration for you, because you've got a lovely face and then you've got curls, the curls of the Lord around the face. Now we are thinking of your feet, Master. Pranata Kamadam Krishna Padmacharchitam Dharani Mandanam Krishna Dhyayamapadi Charana Pankajam Krishna Shantavam Chate Ramananastaneshu Krishna Arpayadihan. This is where pride was born. Our hearts are the place, our bosom is the place where pride was born. Come and stamp it out, Krishna. Stamp it out. Pranata Kamadam. When all of us worship you, what do? Pranata Kamadam Krishna Padmajarchitam. Worshipped by the great Lord Brahma himself. Dharani Mandanam Krishna Dhyayamapadi. Your feet are the ornament of the world. The feet of the Lord are the ornament of the world. And we should remember them, particularly in apadi, particularly in times of crisis. We are passing through a crisis now. We should think of the feet of the Lord. Charana Pankajam Krishna Shantamam Chate. Gives the maximum satisfaction. Sham. Shantamam Chate. Ramananastaneshu Krishna Arpayadiham. Krishna Suratavardhanam Krishna Shokanashanam Swarita Venuna Krishna Sushtu Chumbitam Itara Ragavi Krishna Smaranam Rinam Vitara Viranaha Krishna Te Adharamritam. From the feet they go to the lips now. Suratavardhanam. They make us think of you with more love, more love, more love. At the same time, Shokanashanam. When we think of you, Krishna, our Shoka is gone. Swarita Venuna. Your lips are the sweetest in the world. And they have that mellifluous flute on them. Swarita Venuna. Krishna Sushtu Chumbitam. All the time, I think Andal also is asking, how is the sweetness of the Lord's lips? Every bhakta wants to know. I also asked the flute of the Lord. Murli, 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 Kanha ki pyari, Radha ki dulhari, sabse tu nyari, सात सुर वाली. पूछा कान्हा ये होठ है कैसे, बोली संतों की वाणी हो जैसे. पूछा कान्हा के होठ है कैसे, बोली संतों की वाणी हो जैसे. पूछा कान्हा को कैसे हम पाए, बोली पाए जो अपने को भुलाए. पूछा कान्हा को कैसे हम पाए, बोली पाए जो अपने को भूला. You have to forget yourself. You have to dissolve in divinity. Only then you can attain him. When I is gone, then you know. That's the famous incident of a master and a disciple. A disciple was being asked, who will go to heaven? When I go to heaven, was the answer. What did you say? When I go to heaven. Are you so proud? No, sir. When I go to heaven. When this ego goes, I go to heaven. You understand? That is it. Apne ko bhulaye. He who forgets himself, only he can reach the Lord. Please, Master, spread that lovely Adharamrita on us. Atatiyat Bhavan Krishna. Let me tell you, we also go to temples. Simple example. We go once a year. People say, once a year I go to Balaji. Once a year I go to Vaishnavi. Once a year I go to Panke Bihari. The Lord says, why don't you come again? Why don't you try it once more? As if once a year is an overdose for us. No? Not so the gopis. Not so the gopis. Morning you go grazing cattle, Master. Waiting for the evening is like eternity, millennium. We can't wait for you. Atatiyat Bhavan Krishna Anhikananam Trutiryugayate Krishna Tvama Pashyatam. I told you once, when I went, it was winter. They had closed the gates of Baki Bihari temple. All the way from Madras to Delhi, Delhi to Vrindavan, I had gone and I found the temple was closed and my heart was bleeding. I asked the security guard, when will the temple open? He said, evening. I said, my God. Ik pali yug sa lage, tujhse hi bhaage jaage. Pat band kyun kiya? Bihari pat band kyun kiya? Bihari pat band. Ik pal yug sa lage. Where did we learn it? Trutiryugayate Krishna Tvama Pashyatam. If we don't see you, Krishna, even one moment from morning till evening, quickly, we finish our work. Many of my devotee friends call me and say, we wait for 7 o'clock, Amma. We wait for 7 o'clock. We finish our work fast like the gopis and come near the laptop or the iPad or the mobile or the TV and wait for 7 o'clock. Naturally, all of us wait. I also wait. By the time it's 4:30, I'm already thinking. I said, get me coffee, let me get ready. I have to get ready for the katha, as if it's 7, 10, 20 miles to travel just from upstairs to downstairs. But I'm so impatient because I want to do the katha. Trutiryugayate Krishna Tvama Pashyatam Kutila Kuntalam Krishna Sri Mukhanchate. I hope you know that it is natural for the eyes to blink. They say, wonderful Brahmaji, why did you make the eyes blink? You should have unblinking perception of the Lord. Jada Udikshatam Krishna Pakshma Kritrisham. The last but the best argument is, we give up everything and come to you, and you abandon us. Where do we go? Patisutanvaya Krishna Bratra Bandhavan. How many relatives we have? We have Pati, we have Suta, Anvaya means ancestors, Bratra means brothers, Bandhavas are relatives. Oh, all of them around us, all of them. No wonder a French philosopher said, we think we are born free, but we are caught on all sides. Really, we don't have freedom. Somebody or the other is binding us. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. Either it is Pati or Sutta or Anvaya or Bhratru or Bandhava. They don't leave us alone. For the sadhaka, it is difficult to live in this world. Ati vilangyate. They all said, stop, don't go. When in Vrindavan mein, Nand ke Lala ne murli aisi bajayi. Everybody stopped. Ati vilangyate Krishna antyachyuta gata. Why did we come? Gati vidastavot Krishna Gita Mohita. It was the call of the flute. I call it the call of grace. The flute represents grace. When the call comes, we have to go at once. Kitavayo Shita Krishna. They call him cheat. Only those whom you love, you can abuse. They call him Jhuta, they call him cheat, because he's so dear. You have cheated us, Krishna. Cheat one. You have cheated us. You asked us to come, and we come, you disappear. Kitavayo Shita Krishna Kastya Jinnishi Vrajavanau Kasam Krishna Vyaktirangate Vrajinahantryalam Krishna Vishwamangalam. I wanted to highlight this. The Bhagavata is saying, you are the one who gives all the blessings, all the grace, all auspiciousness on those who are in Vraja. And you are the one who causes Vishwamangala. Not only for this village, but for the entire world. Tyajamanachana Krishna Tvatsprahatmanam. We need a medicine, Swami. We need a medicine. Swajana Rudrujam Krishna Yennishudanam. Give us a medicine, the panacea for the disease of your devotee's heart. Our hearts have a disease. Separated from you, we are suffering from a terrible pandemic. Please, Krishna, when we think of your soft feet traveling all over the forest and being hurt, it hurts us so much. We are really feeling your pain, empathy. They cried. Iti gopyaha pragayantyah pralapantyascha chitrada ruruduhu suswaram rajan Krishna darshana lalasa iti gopyaha. All of them in these 19 verses are crying. Gopyaha, who are the gopis? Those who hide the Lord in their hearts. Those who protect their indriyas are called gopis. Pragayantyaha, they are singing. Pralapantyascha chitrada, lamenting in a varied manner. Rududuhu suswaram rajan. I don't think any woman weeps melodiously. No woman weeps melodiously. Each one has got an apaswara of her own. Non-musical weeping. That is why our brothers, when they see us weeping, it's the husband, it's the father, it's the brother, whoever it is, says, for God's sake, stop crying. Nobody says, please cry. You're so good when you cry. You're so lovely. Please, your voice is so sweet. Rududuhu suswaram rajan. How did they weep? Because of the bhakti in their heart, there was melody in their song. Do you like it? The bhakti in the heart lent the melody to the voice. Rududuhu suswaram rajan. Why? Krishna darshana radasa. Because of their supreme desire to see the Lord. That is the overwhelming sentiment. That is the supreme sentiment. What is it? Krishna darshana lalasa. They wanted to see Krishna. See, after he had disappeared. They were now reformed, refined. And so it's a different gopi who is seeing the Lord now. Earlier, she was a proud gopi. Now she is a humbled gopi. A humbled gopi wants to see the Lord. And because of that, I wrote in my note, when you have the gopis singing for the Lord, naturally, when they sing like this, he is compelled to appear there. He is compelled. Tasam avirabhut shauri smayamana mukhambuja pitam varadarastragvi saksham manmataha. How else can you describe him? Long back, I told you, Akhandani Maharaj says, one day, Cupid challenged Krishna. I will defeat you. The Lord said, impossible. You can never defeat me. I can never be a victim of Cupid. I am Ishvara. I am Yogeshwara, I am Mahayogeshwara, I am Mahayogeshwareshwara. This is the night. That is why it is said by the great Sridhar Swami, the main commentator on the Bhagvatam, that Ras Leela is the conquest of Cupid. Cupid, who had become proud that he could even defeat Brahma and Shiva and other demigods. The Lord wanted to put down his pride and say, me, you can't do anything. I am Manmatha, Manmatha. I am the Cupid of Cupids. Beautiful he was. Tasam Avirabhu Shauri. He is smiling. Mukham Vujaha. Pitam Baradharasragvi. He is wearing a garland and he is holding his pitambara like this. I hope you understand. Pitambara is enough. Pitambara dharaha. Sanskrit is a very sensitive language. Pitambara dharaha means holding his pitambara. Do you understand? What does it mean? Only in the presence of the master, you hold your angavastram like this and say, on your majesty's service. I come to serve you. I am my devotee's devotee. I am Bhakta Bhakta. That is what I am today. You have won me with your devotion. Pitambaradharasragvi Sakshan Manmatha Manmataha. I call Narayana Bhattadri clever Kerala Brahmin. Even Shukadeva doesn't describe how the Lord looks. Have you seen Cupid? I have not seen Cupid. How can you see? How can you know an unknown through the unknown? Manmatha. So there is Bhattadri 475, nearly 500 years back, asking Guru Ayyappa, Guru Ayyappa. Guru Ayyappa says, what do you want now? Action replay. We want to see the Rasa Leela in that lovely temple of Guruvayur. I used to remember my Guruji said, the Lord said, close your eyes. I'm getting ready. It's a cosmic dance, not an ordinary dance. You can ask my legendary sister, Padma Subramaniam, for a special performance. It takes a long time to get the makeup done, and then the costume, and then the jewelry, and then the flowers. It takes quite some time. And he is the master dancer. He is going to multiply into 1,000 gopis and into 1,000 Krishnas for 1,000 gopis. So he said, give me some time. Close your eyes, Bhattadri. Close your eyes. You are impatient, I am impatient, and Bhattadri is more than impatient. When he opens his eyes, what does he see? Kesha Pashadrat Pinchika Vitati Sanchalan Makara Kundalam Harajala Vanamalika Lalitam Angaraga Ghanasaurabham Pita Cheladrita Kanchi Kanchita Mudanchadam Shumani Nupuram Rasakeli Paribhushitam Tavai Rupamisha Kalayamahi. Oh, Guru Ayyappa. On one side, I'm sure when you have a video camera, you can take two types of videos, from head to foot or foot to head. Keshapashadrita. He's got a lovely bun. That is an arrangement of the tresses. And on that, there is a line, a whole row of peacock feathers. One feather is enough, imagine. Keshapashadrita pinchika vitati sanchalan makara kundalam. He's got fish-shaped earrings. Why fish-shaped? Tukaramji says, makara kundale talapati shravani makara. I must tell you, every time I met M.S. Swami, I used to bow down to her sari. At least in the next birth, I should sing Mami. She'll ask me, Enda paatu venum premake? Tukaram venuma, Abhanga venuma, Purundaradasar Kirtana venuma. I used to say, Makara Kundale Talapati Shravani. The Lord has got Makara Kundala. He's got fish-shaped earrings. Why? Chanchalam Himana Krishna. Our mind is like the fish. all the time running after Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mother, Matsarya. The fish is the most impatient creature in the waters. If you see the Makara Kundala of Narayana, our mind becomes steady. Sanchalan Makara Kundalam Harajala Vanamalika Lalitam Angaraga Dhanasaurabham. Why can't the clock stop for a while? I don't know why it keeps on moving. There it is, already 7:40. Doesn't matter. A sip of nectar is enough. You don't need a gallon, no? My dear listeners, how is the Lord? He is wearing all the lovely jewelry and also the flowers. If you read the shloka, commentators, I think, say, I also feel the same, that the shloka satisfies all your sense organs. Your eye is pleased, your ears are pleased, your nose is pleased, your tongue is pleased, everything, because the Lord is God. Angaraga Dhanasaurabham. And look at what he's wearing. Most of us who are brown should not wear gray or black. That is the wardrobe tip from the Lord. Please wear something like cream and yellow. Pita chela drita, and then wear golden jewelry. Kanchi kanchitam udanchadam shu maninupuram. What about from the head you have come to the foot now? And the foot has, I think nowadays you get lovely anklets. There was a time we never got such beautiful anklets. Whenever I see the advertisement for anklets, I think of the Lord's feet. Amshumani Mupuram Rasakeli Paribhushitam Tavahi Rupamisha Kalayamahe. I keep on thinking of your lovely form, Master, when you appeared before the gopis. There came Bilva Mangala, the choreographer, Krishna, Gopi, Krishna, Gopi. Anganam, Anganam, Chantarena, Madhavo, Madhavam, Madhavam, Chantarena, Angana, Ittama, Kalpite, Mandale, Madhyagaha, Sanjago, Venuna, Devaki, Nandanaha. The handsome of handsome was standing in the middle, along with Mother Radha, and the entire world was full of Gopi and Krishna and Gopi and Krishna and Gopi and Krishna and Gopi and Krishna. Akhandanji Maharaj says there are 3 types of rasas. One is one Krishna and one Radha, one Gopi. Another is 2 Krishnas and 1 Gopi. Another is 2 Gopis and 1 Krishna. These are the combinations in the rasa. Different types. The Lord has his own way of manifesting himself. This is not an ordinary manifestation. This is also a Vishwarupa, my dear listeners. This is also a Vishwarupa. Radha nache, Krishna nache, Vrindavan mein. राधा नाचे कृष्ण नाचे वृंदावन में ऐसी लागी लगन देखो धरती गगन में ऐसी लागी लगन देखो धरती गगन में राधा नाचे कृष्ण नाचे वृंदावन में मकुट डोले कुंडल हिले घाघरा घूमे चुनरी गिरे मकुट डोले कुंडल हिले घाघरा घूमे चुनरी गिरे ऐसी लागी लगन देखो धरती गगन में ऐसी लागी लगन देखो धरती गगन में राधा नाचे कृष्ण नाचे वृंदावन में एक एक गोपी संग एक एक कान्हा नाचे एक एक गोपी संग एक एक कान्हा नाचे जीवात्मा संग देखो परमात्मा नाचे नाचे जीवात्मा संग देखो परमात्मा नाचे नाचे ऐसी लागी लगन देखो वृंदावन में ऐसी लागी लगन देखो धरती गगन में कृष्ण प्रेम से जो सुने रास की ये बातें कृष्ण प्रेम से जो सुने रास की ये बातें एक दिन पाएगा वो रास की ये रातें, एक दिन पाएगा वो रास की ये रातें, ऐसी लगी लगन देखो धरती गगन में, ऐसी लगी लगन देखो धरती गगन में, ऐसी लगी लगन देखो धरती गगन में, राधा नाचे कृष्ण नाचे वृंदावन में, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे. If everybody is dancing, somebody should be there to watch. वासुदेव तव भासमानमिह रासकेलिरस सौरभम्, दूरतोऽपि खलु नारदागदितम् आकलय्य कुतुकाकुलम्. I'm sure you'll agree with me. When you come for the katha, most of you are dressed in very ordinary dresses, ordinary apparel. But when you come to see Dr. Padma Subramaniam performing, you want to look your best because she is looking her best. No? Unintentionally, you want to compete with the performer. Oh, the gods were ready to come because Naradji said, go down to Gokul Dham. The Raslila is taking place there. The Devis said, give us 10 minutes. We don't want to come in plain clothes. We also want to look our best. Vesha, Bhushana, Vilasa, Peshala, Vilasini, Sata Samavrata. Each word tells you that they took so much time to dress up and come. Vesha, Bhushana, Vilasa, Peshala, Vilasini, Sata Samavrata. Nakato Yugapadagata Vyati Vegatotha Suramandali. You had celestial audience watching the Rasalila. We'll leave them to watch and meet tomorrow. The whole night they will watch. Tomorrow morning, they will all go back to heaven. In the evening, we will summarize the Rasalila. May the Lord fulfill all your dharmic desires. Please bless me as long as I live. Let me carry this message of faith and grace wherever I go. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Narayana 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 Bolo Narayana 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 Krishna Narayana Narayana